Those of you that watch our live shows know that I'm a huge advocate against drinking. Some of my biggest mistakes have been made while drinking. This, however, is not one of them. So let's take a closer look at my latest drunken purchase as we look a little bit closer at what's in my package. It's juice. It's juice. So this came in one big box, a little bit heavier than I expected. This was the art box, traditional black foam used by most custom companies, well strapped, and everything was in one layer. So starting from the bottom, the two pieces in the front are proximity pieces that are only available with the deluxe version. But it was so cute, I just had to get it. It comes with this little metal display thing that has the edition number on the back. So there's not much to look at in the back. It's just kind of rock with a place to plug in the power source. You got Charmander and Charmeleon on the front looking like they're ready for action. And then right behind them is a Charizard setting the whole place on fire. As far as the paint goes, it's really easy to just go with a single shade. I mean, it is based on a cartoon. So I do appreciate that they added different levels of shading and shadowing. It just gives the statue a lot more depth and a little bit of realism while still keeping the cartoon aesthetic. And here's what it looks like lit up. Okay, so overall, I am happy with this statue. I wish Charizard was kind of facing in the same direction, but I think they really try to show that flame effect coming out of him. And these are two separate pieces. This was just like a spike up here that he just kind of sat like right on there. I like that they do make it look like he's kind of floating, the way his leg is kind of up there, and just the way it was designed. It's pretty cool. He's got this leg pegged to the back, and yeah, it just makes it look like he's kind of either landing or taking off. It's very dynamic. And then you got the two guys over here, look like they're getting ready for some action. And yeah, just the overall design of it is great. The eyes all being decals, it's normal, it's expected. I always wish they were painted or had like some acrylic or something, some clear acrylic over it to kind of make them look a little bit more realistic. But I say that, sometimes that doesn't quite come out right either. So I think the choice that they made with the decals is probably for the best. Obviously, I like that it lights up. That's kind of cool. Even though I probably will never use that. Now, my issue with the light up feature is that you can't plug it in. It's just this little box. It's on off switch, and it uses three AA batteries, not included, but that's fine. That's expected. So yeah, it's not something I see myself using very often, if at all. But it's there. It's an option. Some people like it, and it does look really cool when it glows. And now this guy also has a light up feature that I couldn't figure it out when I was doing the initial shooting. But yeah, it's got a little switch and it lights up, and it goes with the thing, and that's cute too. My issue with that is that it's got this cover, little tiny, you can't even see it, that kind of goes on there. It's got a little tiny magnet and it's supposed to hold it on. And yeah, it kind of does, but it's so easy to knock off that it's just something I'm worried I'm gonna lose, because even though this was meant to be, I can't even get it to stay. Okay, there it is. By the way, the little compartment where it has the battery and the little thing, the way it's designed, it doesn't match the rest. Like none of the little sculpted piece. It's not on any of the other sides, just on that one side. So that makes it a little weird. And it's not like it looks like, oh well, it was broken off on this side or anything. It just looks like it's missing on one side. But not a big deal. It's just depending on how you put it. Nobody will ever even see this. I really am a little bit worried that I might lose that cover, because it does fall off so easily. And it's another one that I probably won't leave lit up, so I don't want to be replacing batteries. I don't know how long they last. Maybe it lasts a year. I don't know. I doubt it, but still, it's not something I don't want to be having to remember to switch it on and off, and then replacing the batteries and all that. So I probably won't light it. Just the way you light it on your display could actually give you a little bit of that effect. And that's one of the things I like about this clear flame, this clear resin that they use for the flame, because yeah, if you light it just right, you can actually make it look like it's pretty well lit without having to kill batteries all the time. And these two pieces are, because this is a deluxe, and it was a little bit more than the regular, but I think it's worth it. I forget what the difference was. It wasn't that much. It was like maybe $30 or something to get these extra two pieces. And what I like about them is that these two pieces are probably going to be on my desk somewhere. They're not going to be next to this guy, even though they are, I mean, they're proximity pieces, so they're supposed to be. I like these as their own thing. And so, yeah, these I'm going to find some other place to put them, which is, for me, a bonus. It's worth the extra $30 if technically I have a second display that I can have, you know, on my desk or wherever I want. So yeah, it's like having two displays, technically three, I guess. I could have this one place and this guy in another. So that actually adds value to the statue. I don't have too many complaints about it. There is something here where it looks like it's broken. And I actually, when I first unwrapped it, I thought it was broken, but I never found the shrapnel. So I don't really know if it's actually a break or like a manufacturer defect. Either way, not a huge deal. I mean, it is noticeable looking at it from this angle, but I think displayed, I want to have these two looking forward, so it's not going to be noticeable. And I think there's probably something I can put on there to make that less visible. The only other design problem with the statue is that all these flames on the tails, well, not all of them, more this one, they need something to hold them in place, because for Charizard, his tail is just, it looks like a regular tail. It's a long point. There's no peg in it. So like this thing, I could move it around or, you know, repose it. Probably not so much now, because they do come with some blue tack on each of the tails. Comes with like its own little piece of blue tack that you shove in there and get it to stick. Like I said, Charizard's tail is just a regular point of a tail. These two have a little bit more of a peg in it, you know, a little square piece with a little piece of metal. And I think that was just so you don't put the wrong flame on the wrong Pokemon. Him too. But these are all little minor design issues that honestly don't really affect the statue overall. It's a great piece, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. I think this is my only major Pokemon piece. Other than this, I've got like Pokemon balls replicas, but nothing like this. And this makes me want to go get more. I don't know if I want to catch them all, because I'm running out of display space, but one or two, I think, would look great together. So until the next one, don't forget we stream live every Wednesday afternoon, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. We're talking comics, movies, collectibles, just a little bit of everything. We're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. Like, subscribe, all that, and join us in the chat, because whether it's YouTube or Twitch, we'll get it and we'll talk to you. So join the conversation, and until the next one, go read some comics.